Welcome to High Quality Boots, and today I will show you a discontinued combat boot that was used by the German Army, and the name is DMS model 2005 or 2007. So I don't know if this is the 2005 or 2007 because they look to me exactly identical. If you know, please let me know. DMS is an abbreviation for basically the technology how this sole is kind of like molded onto the rest of the shoe. So let's have a look on the materials. So it's, like I said, it's an older model, so almost 20 years old, and it reminds me a little bit on the High Walker, which is also like an older model. For example, like this part here is exactly the same as on the High Walker. Like it's very much softer leather. And speaking about, so what is different to, for example, newer Hikes models is like this is a complete leather boot. So you have complete leather on the outside. Also, as you can see here, the tongue is complete leather, and I really like this texture. And the inside is complete leather. And as you can see here, so you have two different parts. You have a very soft leather on the inside and a very thick leather on the outside. So this is what I would really like to have on a modern shoe. There is the insole is a removable insole, and it's from Hikes, and it's the same one as in the Hikes Nepal Pro that I showed you in the previous video. It's this double hole frame insole. So speaking about Hikes, so these boots were, or these models were manufactured by Hikes and by other manufacturers. And so I wrote an email to Hikes, and they told me that this particular model wasn't manufactured by them. So I don't know which manufacturer it is, but it's not Hikes, but they have the Hikes insoles. And the reason why I contacted Hikes is because these shoes have a problem, and the problem is the sole. As you can see here, it goes off, and also here, and I asked them if it's possible to get a resole. So if you know the manufacturer, please let me know. Besides that, I really like this full leather boot in terms of like foot climate. Is much better than with Gore-Tex. Is very massive. I don't tell you what I paid for this on eBay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Including everything, shipping cost, it was 13 euros. Well, I didn't know that the sole is broken, but anyways, I mean, the rest of the shoe is kind of like almost new. In terms of height, our reference model, or my reference model, the high liability, you can see it's exactly the same height, even though high liability has 6 laces and this one has 5 on the upper part and 3 on the lower part. Yeah, the sole is also I didn't saw this sole on other Hikes boots, so maybe also because of these problems they don't use this anymore. But actually I would like to have this shoe with, for example, the Davos sole. That would be really cool. It's super comfortable. The leather is super soft. Yeah, I think that's so far everything I can tell you. And probably like last words, I think this shoe tells you where manufacturing goes from, you know, full leather to, let's say, hybrid to more Gore-Tex. Probably price is a reason. Leather, I would assume, is more expensive than Gore-Tex, and also weight. And I weighed these shoes before. They weighed 1050 grams, but this is a EU 43. So so you can see here the 275. This is 275 millimeter insole. This is a 45 with 290 millimeter insole, and so the high liability weighs less than 1 kilo, but it's like 2 numbers bigger. So yeah, so you can say something like that. This shoe in the same size is probably 10 to 15% more heavy than this one. But yeah, didn't feel that way when I had them on my feet. And yeah, like I said, in terms of foot climate, I think that's the better choice. Yeah, and if you look, and also like this is something like here, the stitching is like four parallel stitches, so it's not double, not triple, but 4, so it's very high quality. Yeah, sadly that the sole has this problem. Anyways, that's it about the DMS model 2005 and 2007. Yeah, if you like this video, leave me a like. If you can give me more information about who manufactured this shoe, please write me a comment. Yeah, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.